Texas just banned THC and Delta products statewide. And what does that mean for you? Well, we're going to jump into that a little bit later during this video. But first, let's check out what people are saying about this new ban and how it affects the whole state. Let's go ahead and check it out.
You in Texas and you sell bud, you smoke bud, you are looking to pay a hefty fine or you gonna get your ass locked up. Texas is not 420 friendly. Texas just dropped a marijuana sentencing guideline, and if you are in any possession of anything that they feel is illegal, you going to jail. Under 1 gram, 180 days, up to 2 years in jail, a fine up to $10,000, up to 4 grams, 3rd-degree felony, up to 10 years in prison, and a fine up to $10,000, up to 400 grams. You see the rest of this shit. Look at this shit right here. They talking about giving life sentences out for THC products and forcing a crackdown on Delta 8, Delta 10, and several other THC products. Mind you, again, we not even talking about people walking around with pounds of weed. Holding up to 2 ounces is a Class B misdemeanor. And here's where shit gets crazy. A lot of these products ain't even being bought from a dude standing on the corner. A lot of these products are being bought from actual stores. You got people buying gummies, cartridges, and other things over the counter. And now something people became accustomed to seeing in regular stores can potentially have your ass locked up. And they talking about this is about regulating intoxicating products and trying to protect the public. If you're 420 friendly, just know Texas ain't 420 friendly. I'm out.
Now that you got a little bit into it, man, just imagine Texas is banning, yes, weed, THC, Delta, whatever else, right? But to get into this next clip, he makes a valid point. Is this really a gift for your local drug dealer or for the mobs? Let's go ahead and check this out.
This bill is insane. This legislature legalized hemp 6 years ago, but instead of regulating this booming industry in our state, we are now going backwards to the days of prohibition. Texans will still use THC, but instead of getting it safely from a local small business, they'll now get it from the black market, from the drug cartels. This ban is a gift to the cartels. We are now telling full-grown adults how to live their lives. This is the nanny state at its worst. This is big government at its worst. I thought the Republican Party believed in limited government and personal responsibility. What gives us the right to tell an adult what to do on their own time?
So what do you guys think about that? It could be possible. They are going to source it off the black market. That's just what people do. That's what they've been doing for a very long time. All right. But nonetheless, how does it affect these small businesses? I'm sure I'm not the only one that's seen small smoke shops or vape shops and stuff like that pop around. And their primary business is these products. Let's go ahead and check out what this shop owner has to say about the change.
Yep. Everything from right here up to right here.
Empty shelves where some THC products once stood.
The void, the space, man.
This, the image inside Bel Air Smoke Shop in Southwest Houston, one day after Texas's ban on most hemp-derived THC products.
So yesterday, a lot of people came trying to buy a lot, and today we had people come trying to buy stuff, but obviously there's nothing to buy, so. And wholesalers, they're not selling, there's no way.
The new law prohibits the sale and possession of hemp-derived THC products like Delta 8, Delta 10, THCA flower, and other synthetic THC variants. Only hemp-derived Delta 9 THC products containing less than 0.3% THC by dry weight remain legal. Ashton Matthews, a cashier at the smoke shop, says on Saturday some customers came in still hoping to get their hands on the product.
Where's it at? Do you have some underneath the table? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. And y'all can't even have it in your car no more because, yeah, you get in trouble.
The Texas Department of State Health Services argued that hemp-derived THC products should be treated as controlled substances because they are psychoactive drugs. Some lawmakers pushing this ban for years over concerns that the products harm children. Possession of banned THC products can now carry felony charges, with penalties including up to 2 years in state jail and fines of up to $10,000. Cannabis experts estimate the ban could take 60 to 90% of THC products out of circulation.
I understand wanting to protect children, but you have grown adults who are using these products too. Is there a way to do this where grown adults could still have access to these products?
Well, we don't want adults having this either. What are you, crazy? You want to go home and eat a bag of this tonight? See if you're here tomorrow? This is what we focus on, kids, because that's where they built the shops. But adults are buying this stuff too. Make no mistake. We want to protect the 20 and the 30 and the 40 and the 50-year-olds too. We don't want anybody buying anything off the shelf that could kill them or ruin their mental state for the rest of their lives. The young man who was 22, who stepped in front of a train after he ate some of this junk, he wasn't a kid. He was an adult. That's crazy talk. That's the kind of talk, the reason why we're here. Media that would say something as stupid as that.
Here at Smoking Burnouts on North Lamar, everything on this second shelf is going to be illegal starting on Friday. Under the new rules, anything other than Delta 9 will be considered a controlled substance. Delta 8 products will have to come off the shelves. The new regulations also have a 0.3% THC limit for consumable hemp products. Delta 8 was first targeted for a ban in 2021. That was later blocked by a Travis County judge and remained legal for years. But this year, that was overturned by the Texas Supreme Court. Travis Tyler, owner of Smoking Burnouts, says it's been hard to get consistent information on what's being enforced.
It's making it difficult. Yeah, we're running around like chickens with our heads cut off, trying to figure out what we can and can't do. They're affecting us. It's going to get harder. They're taking probably like the top 30 to 50 SKUs, which I would say is about 20 to 30% of the income that the store receives.
Meanwhile, some state lawmakers are trying to crack down even further. State Senator Charles Perry said he intends to file a bill in the next legislative session that would ban THC products outright.
They know they're going to get laws passed against them, and then they sue and tie it up for decades so that they can expand their addiction and trap more people in it. That is their MO.
And the Texas Hemp Business Council says their fight isn't over. They plan to make more filings in court. In Central Austin, Angela Shen, Fox 7 Austin News.
A lot of people in the comments are a little bit worried. What they're worried of is that, man, you take this and they have to go catch a charge or get arrested or possibly go to jail for these things that once was legal. And not only that, will some of the people switch to a more regulated or legal substance such as alcohol? So people in the comments are saying like, hey, like, y'all know alcohol consumption is going to rise. Is this because, like, hey, they want more alcohol sales? I'm sure it has a part of everything, right? They know stuff that we don't know by looking at the numbers. But what do you think? Would drunk drivers kill more people than THC smokers or Delta smokers? That's what the people are arguing in the comments. And also they said, look, hey, how about everybody just gets together and ban buying alcohol too, since that's a substance as well. So let's go ahead and check it out. A few more clips. Let's see what the rest of the world is talking about.
Delta 8 is now officially a Schedule 1 drug in Texas. Lieutenant Dan Patrick finally got his way after years of this bullshit. But now Delta 6, Delta 8, and Delta 10 and THCP are now banned in Texas. Lieutenant Dan Patrick has been fighting for this. He thinks it's going to make children safer. What he doesn't understand is Delta 9 is still legal, so make it make sense. Like, Delta 8 is actually helping people, and you're taking it away from them and pushing them to the black market. Like, make it make sense, Lieutenant Dan Patrick. How are you going to keep kids safer? Anyways, I am ranting now, but yes, Delta 8 is officially banned in Texas starting today, July 31st, 2026.
So let's talk while I get ready, right? So I just read that Texas, which is the state that I stay in, is banning the Texas is banning the Delta 8 products because they're now like classified as a level 1 controlled substance with heroin and methamphetamines, right? And they're on the same level 1. And it had got me thinking because they said Delta 9 isn't banned. You can still get Delta 9, right? And I was like, what the fuck? It said it's like 0.3% or something underneath, so it's not banned. But I'm like, what the fuck is in Delta 9? Because what I remember about Delta 9 is I would buy the little vapes from the store, And it was great because it was like a upper. It was like a sativa, right? Sativa, and it's like a head high, it's not a body high. And I would it was just nice to do sometimes. But I had ended up getting really bad panic attacks and I had to stop smoking. I think it was Delta 9's fault. They're putting something in the Delta 9, y'all. That's why they're not banning it. They want us all crazy like me.
July 31st, expect to see many THC products coming off the shelves after Texas lawmakers are banning commercialized THC products. Products such as Delta H, Delta 10, THCP, and similar THC variants will no longer be legal to sell. For a local CBD shop, CBD Plus in Wichita Falls, employee Elena Tropizano tells me with this ban, business adjustments will need to be made.
Our customers come first. They always have for this company. So we'll be losing certain products, and of course our revenue might take a little bit of a hit, but we'll adjust appropriately and do what we need to do to stay here for our customers.
CBD Plus says their mission is to give their customers relief, and with this ban, they'll be unable to provide their customers a great service.
Now, here in Louisiana, there are local dispensaries where you can go, if you have a card, you can go and get what they call pre-rolls, from what I understand. Like, you can just literally go in there and get a blunt already rolled up if you have the right cards and identification. But I'm assuming that maybe this is a big win for regulated dispensaries. I do not know. All I do know is, man, they better expand these jail cells, because people are going to get caught up with this all the time. So you're just going to write them a ticket, you know, then eventually it turns into something else. Then it turns into something else. Yeah, it's going to be a problem.
Texas, what the fuck are y'all doing? No, like literally, what the fuck are y'all doing? Why would y'all do this? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, as of July 31st, 2026, now if you get caught with weed, you go to jail. And I'm not talking about a lot either. Starting Friday, which was the 31st of July, 2026, possession of THC products that do not comply with the new regulations will be considered a state jail felony. Penalties are as follows. Under 1 gram, 180s to 2 years in jail and a fine of up to $10,000. Up to 4 grams, a third-degree felony, up to 10 years in prison and a fine of $10,000. Up to 400 grams, up to 20 years in prison and a fine of $10,000. More than 400 grams, up to life in fucking prison and a fine of up to $50,000. Like, what in the actual fuck is wrong with y'all? So let me get this straight. Y'all care more about a fucking plant than y'all do giving people that hurt children the proper fucking time. Like, make this shit make sense. Oh no, he had 20 grams on him. Let's give him 10 years. Yeah, that guy that assaulted that little child, 6 months. Sounds about right. Like, y'all are absolutely fucking stupid. But do you want to know the wildest part about all of this? Is they passed this bill thinking, oh, this is going to stop them from smoking. No, stupid. They're just going to go get it from somewhere else that's probably going to be fucking laced with something. And guess what? They're going to fucking die because y'all chose to fucking do something stupid instead of doing something productive.
So that's it for today's video. Now that you caught up on what's happening in Texas, let me know what you think. Is this fair for all the smokers? Do you not care? Do you smoke? And do you think that this messed up? Or do you think that, hey, you just gotta abide by the laws and switch it up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll chat with you there. But for real, make sure you smash that like button. Hype the video. Comment where you're watching from and subscribe. I'll talk to you later.